Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to War and Order. This video will be all about power, how to get stronger, how to make your army stronger in War and Order. And if you are interested in playing the game, there's going to be a link in the description and comments of this video. Let me know your comments down below as well on how you made your armies stronger in War and Order. I want to know all about it. I'm by no means an experienced player. I am a newbie, a beginner, well, beginner to mid-game, I would say. I consider myself in War and Order, but I do think that some of the tips that I have specifically for your units, which give you power, which makes you stronger to beat harder and harder content, I think these tips you will find very, very important in your progression through the game. So let's get started. So to get power, as you can see, I have about 500,000 power at the moment with all of my units. And the way that you get power is, of course, using your barracks and training new units, but also upgrading units through your drill grounds. So which is better, upgrading units through drill grounds or just training up new units? I think that you should be doing both if you have the resources to do so. Your troops will always be at a lower level than what you have, right? So on your barracks, so your barracks have a maximum level at any point, depending on the barracks level, that they can train units. But your drill grounds can get those smaller ranked units to a higher rank. So I do think promoting your units, getting them to a higher tier is crucial to get your army stronger, as well as making your angels stronger. And I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But let's cover barracks first and how you train your units. So here, depending on your strategies and what you consider your strategy in the game in terms of units and your acquisition of units, you should be focusing on specifically frontline and then backline. Okay, for example, if you are just starting out, you're a beginner, you want to be training and recruiting more cavalry rather than anything else. The amount of power that you have is not really important. What you want to be using your cavalry is for the load capacity that they have, since each unit will be able to carry some load throughout when you are either doing fights or when you're sending them to gather on different farms throughout the map, right? So having lots of cavalry at the start is more important than anything else. But as you're progressing through, as your castle gets to a higher level, then you're able to train higher rank units, and your castle and barracks level will dictate on the tier of the units that you have available. Tier 6 is huge, which I'm currently on right now. It's where you start to get like a big power spike in the amount of units that you have available, and the more of that tier you train, the stronger you will be. Right now I'm focusing on more infantry and archers rather than cavalry and mages. I think that this is the way to go in terms of how many resources I have available and how I see my lord skills and everything working to my benefit. Okay, so getting to the next tier, how does that happen? How you become stronger and stronger? Well, that is when you slowly build up the capacity of the army that you have. So right now I'm at tier 6. Why am I at tier 6? Because my castle is kind of restricted. I still have a lot more days, actual days and resources to plan ahead for. And to get to tier 7, I need to get not only my barracks to 19, but to get my barracks to 19, I also need to get my castle to higher levels. So that is where I'm currently bottlenecked at. My castle level and my barracks level. Even if I upgrade this to 18, this will not allow me to recruit more units, and I need to get it to 19. So that will take a long time in terms of my playstyle. So I better be working on my tier 6 units, recruiting them whenever I can, and with that way making my armies stronger. So the way I go with is researching upgrades for my infantry, researching upgrades for my archers, and getting as many tier 6 as I can for the castle level that I'm on. I know that 19 will take me a long while to go for, and that will also restrict the barracks level that I have until I can get my castle to 19. So it will take me at least, I would say, 2 weeks of playing, unless I use speed ups and all that and other resources. in order to get my armies stronger. So right now I'm focusing on the highest tier that I can, and I'll slowly be upgrading my other barracks to the same level in order to take advantage of the tier 6 upgrades that I can get from the units that I'm training every single day. And the amount of units you train every single time is also dictated by I actually have to speed this up in order to show you. On research right here on the military tab, there's specific upgrades that you can go for, which also boost the not only the speed of the recruitment that you can do, but also the amount of armies that you can send onto different marchers at any time. I'm currently focused on, as you can see, infantry, archers right here, but some of these are very crucial in order to make you stronger within the game, such as this one raises max soldier recruitment. I upgraded that specifically to maximum to give me an additional 100 units of recruitment every single time I recruit through my barracks. So having that in mind as a way to make your army stronger and get you, well, overall stronger is the way to go. And looking forward down the line on the research tree is where you want to be keeping your eye on. Okay, what do I need to get this next big upgrade to the account that you have? All right, I need to get my college leveled up. I need the horseshoes upgrade, and I need a ton of resources. So I'll have that in mind, that if I don't have all those resources, or I don't have them to use for this specific upgrade, I'll just keep it in mind and then maybe focus on something else in order to get me stronger. So what is the next big thing that gets you stronger in the game? And that is angels. Angels do not become available that quickly within the game, and angels are a big part of the power spike that you can get. I'm currently able to train tier 6 angels. The next tier needs a guardian temple level 3. To get my guardian temple level 3, I need to do lots of upgrades, and my castle needs to be 21. So I'm gonna be stuck here for a long time. So tier 6 it is. How do you get and able to train these units? These units require resources as any, right? But you can only train 100 every time. You're limited a lot by these, but also by this thing right here, the guardian force, the angel dust as some players call it. This is very crucial, and the way that you get it is basically either from packs, but also when your troops are killed in battle, the conversion of level 5 and above will be giving you this resource back, and you're able to slowly acquire that by doing harder battles and stuff, and you'll be able to train these units. These are very strong because of their attack. Their load capacity is very good for what they have, and as you can see, I have 2,800, and they give me 27,000 power to the account. So they're extremely strong units, very powerful, and have very specific skills as well that can be used in battle. I do think that these are extremely strong, and from what I've read and talked with other experienced players, is that these are really important to get you progressing through the game, and upgrading your angels is where you should be focused at any time, getting the highest tier that you can, and getting recruitment done. Always recruiting them as long as you got the resources, right? And the final part of getting stronger in the game, your power to be stronger, other than of course having your hospital be at an above capacity from your maximum. And what do I mean by that is, you never want to have an army bigger than your hospital capacity. So my hospital capacity at the moment, as you can see, let me just get this out of the way. As you can see, my hospital capacity is sitting at 13,000 wounded. So if I have an army bigger than that, when one of your wounded dies, they won't be sent to the hospital. They will be sent directly to the graveyard, or I think it's called the sanctuary. So you actually lose out on unit that way. So have that in mind. You need to be upgrading your hospital. As you're upgrading your armies, you can't just randomly be getting more and more armies but not keeping an eye on your hospital level. Have that in mind, guys. And the final part, which I actually wanted to say, was this right here, the beasts. Okay, the beast. There's different beasts that you can get within the game. I only had 4 available to me at the start, where you can choose between different ones. I think, in my personal opinion, that the Phoenix, this beast that I have on right now, is the strongest one out of the 4 that you start with, but it all depends on your playstyle. So what does this one do? The panda has a very specific skill set where he can just do an attack, but this one right here raises the front row troops defense for a 5-second duration. So it makes your tanky units tankier. I don't find that important. What I want is to make my back line stronger. Okay, and that's where these 2 other beasts come into play. This one right here, this beast, I don't feel like is as strong as the other ones. I feel that this is the weaker one, but this one, the Pegasus and the Phoenix, I find the strongest. The Pegasus gives you the ability to raise the attack of your back units, and the Phoenix allows you, look at this, launches a strike with the power of rebirth on all enemies in the back row. But also, look at this rebirth skill, increases the attack of angels by 3.5%, increases the conversion of killed soldiers into guardian force, increases daily collection of guardian force by 2,000. So all of that adds up onto getting you stronger and making your angels stronger and stronger. So that's why I think the Phoenix is the best. As well as, I believe the power of rebirth is he has the ability to also protect your units from dying on the back line. I think it's a big part of keeping you in the fight longer. And if you're able to send your beast in the fight for multiple different fights, you'll see that I think Phoenix is the best one in between all these 4. The problem with the Phoenix is getting these upgraded. This is a little bit for more of the spenders rather than anything else. I do think, though, that it's the strongest one that you can have at the start, and slowly as you do different events, you'll be able to acquire materials to upgrade your different skills and get you stronger. It's not a sprint, right? It's a long race playing these types of games. If you are consistent and if you are on top of all your resources and doing your daily things, such as attacking at all times the monsters on the map and getting those free resources, basically, you should be even competing with the higher spenders. So that's it, guys, for today's video on how to get power quickly within War and Order. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you all so much for watching the video and supporting the channel. Check out the game. There's going to be a link in the description and comments of the video, and let me know your thoughts on how you found the game. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.